for those that do not know me, hello, hi, how are you? Did you drink water today? I hope you drink water. Take care of yourself. For those that don't know, my name is Morgan Khaleesi. I am a film editor and screenwriter, witch connoisseur of all things spooky, and overall just a ball of chaos and anxiety mixed into one. Now that you know who I am, let's get into where the fuck I've been, because I've been gone for a whole month. Yeah, so, mental health and craziness from the last quarter of SCAD. But a lot has happened. A lot has happened to me. So I thought I would give you a little check-in of everything that's happened to me in this past month, and kind of let y'all know where I've been and kind of where I'm going. So let's start the chaos. We'll first start with, I graduated.
Morgan Khaleesi, magna cum laude.
I graduated from SCAD, Savannah College of Art and Design, with a 3.87, not too shabby. It was a lot of hard work. It was fucking insane. All my family came down. I was able to see the films I was working on, like Peanut Gallery and Transcendental, which, if you're not already, go follow my Instagram at morgan.khaleesi19. That's where I post a lot of my film stuff, my professional stuff. So yeah, go there, check it out. I'll be posting links about when some of those films will be out into the world. I want to wish a big thanks to SCAD and my friends at SCAD and the school itself. As much as I like to shit on them for over accepting students and not having enough housing and all that fun jazz, I would not have the connections or industry experience that I currently have if I didn't go to SCAD. So I'm incredibly grateful to have been given the opportunity to go there and got the knowledge I did. And now I'm in the film industry, and the film industry is all on strike because SAG and the WGA is on strike. So that's gonna be fun. Some other stuff I did within the month of June is I really got caught back up on my reading. For those that don't know, I am a book connoisseur. That is just the tip of the iceberg of all the books that I've read. One of these books being Sarah J. Maas's Crescent City, which this is just a little message for Sarah J. Maas. If you keep writing books with maps in them, I will keep buying them because I am neurodivergent and I see it all. I get the whole picture, I get the whole world. So writers, put more maps in your books because I will buy them. I also did a lot of gardening. I did some cucumbers, peppers, marigold flowers, basil. It's my second year growing basil and she is doing beautifully. I've already harvested 2 batches or 2 bundles of basil and had them dry, and I'm currently drying basil so that I can have seasoning throughout the winter. And then a bump hit, both figuratively and literally. So I'm from New York, and in New York we have to get once a year reinsured and registered and inspected. And so I finally made the trek from Georgia up to New York with my little car to get that taken care of. Luckily though, my sister Emma also graduated from high school, so it was a perfect timing that I had to get my car taken care of and I had to be home for her graduating. On a positive note, New York was amazing. I got to spend time with my siblings and my family, some of which I haven't seen in over a year. Specifically my siblings, I got to hang out with them. We did a bunch of stargazing, looking at clouds, and just enjoying nature and enjoying, each other's company. So that was really, really nice. Then it was time for me to come back to Georgia. I had the car packed, I was ready to go, and well, guess who's broken down on the side of the road? In the middle, just outside of Washington, D.C. This girl. Yep, my car broke down right outside of Washington, D.C. Not once, not twice, but 3 whole times. Can we get a round of applause for Nancy? So obviously, I'm away from home, and I am dealing with this by the grace of my parents and myself. Big shout out to my family. literally answering my calls on the side of the road, my dad trying to figure out what's going on with my car while being 4 states away, and my mom booking me hotel rooms to stay, as you'll get to see. The first time it broke down, it was for my radiator. My radiator had bloomed under the pressure and caused coolant to leak, overheating my car. Real fun times. So I called the tow truck, we got the car towed to a shop, only for the shop to say, hey, we'll look at it first thing tomorrow morning because we close in an hour. So we book a hotel. I stay in the hotel for the night. I go back there first thing tomorrow, the next day. And they're like, yeah, so your radiator blew. We're gonna have to replace that plus your 3 lines for your radiator and then top off your transmission fluid because it's a little low. But the radiator needs to be ordered, and so it will not be ending for another day. Another hotel stay, the next day. It is now Friday at this point. They get the radiator in, they get it all set to go, check it out. I do a little test drive around the parking lot. Everything seems good, I'm on my way. I jump on I-95, I'm driving, cruising, get stuck in a little bit of traffic, so I was like, all right, I'll just kind of watch it. And mind you, I'm watching my car because it already broke down once and I got another 8 hours to go, so I'm watching. And my check engine light comes on. Also, my thermometer meter was going way high. So I'm like, okay, pulling off to the side of the road, call my dad, what's going on? Let's figure this out. My car's overheating. So I slowly drive, stopping once my thermometer gets too high so I don't kill my engine. And I finally make it back to the shop. I'd already called and let them know, so they knew I was coming back. Again, the shop was closing. So another hotel stay, and that next morning I come in only for them to tell me, yeah, so it's your fan sensor and it's electrical work, and we don't do that. You're gonna have to go to the dealership. So I call a bunch of places before trying to go to a dealership, and then I say, fuck it, we're going to the dealership. We go to the dealership, they're like, okay, we see what's the issue, we have the parts, let's get it started. And I'm like, perfect, should only be an hour or two, it's only 2 o'clock, I can still make it home before the night's done. Right? Wrong. Remember, I didn't say I broke down once, or just twice, 3 times, so get ready. I quite literally can't make this shit up anymore. Went to the Nissan dealership, they fixed my fan. Was like, okay, I'm gonna drive it up and down this road before I get back on the road. Everything's great. I stop at a light to turn, and I can't accelerate. Guess who needs to get towed again? I literally want to kill myself. I'm so done. I'm so done. Pull off to the side of the road, and at this point, I am fuming. I am pissed. I am mad. Call a tow truck, call the shop back, let them know what's going on. Have a nice little Virginia State Trooper come up behind me. Really scared he's gonna like arrest me. It's cute. So call the tow truck comes, we bring it back to the shop. The shop is like, hey, so we have like 30 minutes left before we close. We're not gonna be able to look at your car today. And we're closed on Sunday, so we're not gonna be able to look at it until Monday. And I go, well, I've almost been here for a week because of all of these issues. So I keep my car key, we get another hotel, and we come up with a plan. So we decided that I would get a rental car, take that rental car, take all the stuff from my car, move it into the rental car, and then drive back to Savannah. And that's what I did. On Monday morning, I went right to the rental car place, got my car, went over to the dealership, transferred everything from that car into the other car, dropped my little key in the slot so they could work on it on Monday, and I drove back to Savannah. On Monday morning, I get a call saying that a aftermarket part on my radiator had been pressing onto my transmission line, which split my transmission line when it was under pressure, causing all of my transmission fluid to leak. So that's why I couldn't fucking accelerate. I told them, go ahead, get it fixed. If you got the parts, just go ahead. I even told them, like, look, 4th of July is this Tuesday, is literally the next day. Drive the car around, have some guy take the car and just drive it around, because like I want to make sure it's going to withstand so I can drive another 8 hours back down to Savannah. During the 3 days that I was in Savannah, I was like a ghost. I like wasn't here. But I was here. I was doing shipped orders, trying to make a little bit of money after all of the big expense that was my car. And then Thursday rolled around and I drove from Savannah at 5:30 in the morning with the rental car back up. I returned the rental car, got my car, did some test driving. Everything ran great. Had my mom and dad on the phone because I was waiting for the shoe to drop, and then drove the other 8 hours back to Savannah. 16 hours in total. And no, I will never be doing that again. You cannot pay me. With that being said, I am back home with my cats, Calcifer and Gigi. Also, don't worry, my cats were taken care of while I was in New York and dealing with the car issues. I have great friends that took care of them, along with automatic feeders, automatic water, and automatic litter boxes. So they were very well taken care of. But this whole issue with my car caused a lot of issues with jobs and work and stuff that I had going on. The biggest being this video editor position for a documentary. While I can't say too much, this project is for WISE, or Wilderness Southeast. Wilderness Southeast brings inner city kids in Savannah out into the marshlands and out back into nature to teach them about it and teach them about our planet and our environment. As many of you know, I am pagan or witch, and so like the earth and the world and that stuff is very important to me, and I'm super excited to work on this documentary and bring it to life. Oh, and before I forget, my plants. My poor plants. My cucumbers, my peppers, and my marigold flowers all perished. They could not be saved. Truly, there was no saving them. They were all like wilted and crumpled, and I tried everything, coffee grounds, I tried everything, guys. But I started growing some other vegetables once I got home. Those being catnip. My basil luckily survived. Don't know how, but it did. And then some green onions. I also started doing garlic because my garlic sprouted, and so I learned how to kind of like hydroponic, what the fuck is it called? But yeah, I grow it in water, let the roots grow, and then I'm gonna put them into soil. That's what I'm trying to do. Now, all of the plant and gardening people, like, don't attack me in the comments. I like legitimately cannot handle it. Yes, I know that garlic takes 9 months to grow. Am I still going to try it? Fuck yeah. I live in Savannah. The coldest it gets is like 40s maybe. And if that's the case, I'll bring it inside. I'll be okay. So yeah, that's kind of been my monthly recap. Kind of wild, kind of all over the place, kind of fucking crazy, as is the life of me. But I really want to start making content on here. Just keep making content in general now that I'm done with school and I don't have a job or an industry really that can support me. So employers, hello, hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. Definitely, do the likes, do the subscribes, do the everything in the comments. Let me know what you want to see because I want to keep making stuff. So just like give me recommendations on what you want to see. I've got some things in the works, some script stuff in the works, so if people want to like learn that and do that, let me know. Howdy, this is Editor Morgan, just chopping in from the cave, from the dungeon. No, Morgan, you will not be writing script because there is no writing. I have script ideas in the works, but as of right now, because WGA and SAG are on strike, until no further notice, there is no writing. But I'm definitely going to start trying to do it more weekly to kind of give you like maybe an overall week of vlog, if you will, of my week. But just something to keep me creative and keep me, making content and keeping up with trends and, being in the film industry. Woo. And I guess like the last thing I'll say before I click this shit off is follow my Instagram at morgan.khaleesi19. That's where I post like all of my like bigger film projects, things that I'm working on, things that are coming out, positive affirmations, the works. I am on the Instagram. Yeah, that's it. Alrighty, love you. Drink water. Bye. Mwah. Calcifer, did you think this was a good first video? Do you think the people would like it? He's so fed up with my shit. Okay, bye.